that's right. Has Stella got a groove back? Yes, of course. This kingdom come with shows attached to dogs, and that's the show tasking task. With trinkets attached, perhaps, and then I test the task. The test of time, no, a testament. My mess up's bad. The testament was that when I go back to try to correct that shit that's red and underlined with sentences have words in them. It always does. Maybe my nourishment was low. I need to replenish those, and then I go repel into the different part of this northern pole that's cold with a couple poles of what's covered with snow. But no, that's just the color it chose. Of the color wheel that spins until the wagon gets stuck in mud, because that's what drips and that's what drops. Until you drop the acid tab it dark, you got no idea because the ROMs are unfamiliar, y'all. Unfamiliarities. Well done. You completed toss, you completed thought. Was a snob, crackle pop, and then the bowl was died. Maybe darkness sits with loons a while, and then y'all could have learned something like a loony penny ball. What they say, learning most with some of these that go like coast and ivory, bro. That's what grows next to teeth and rows. Maybe tusks that go like homes, and then they play the vibrant stuff that gets you violent, dog. Maybe mosh pit stop when the blood all starts to soak to one spot because of the cut. The hole was large, and that's just large enough to park a car if it's a BMW embark. And then y'all could have saw that that's a sucker punch. I didn't mean it all, and that's one was headed for job. Headed for job. Full closed, 4 doors down, and full closed door is that 4 holes filled because those are condos that start, but only 2 in a row. And only 2 rows buzz full with the pedal still a toss, but one was gone. So that's the talk when words that were strong. Maybe all of this was wisdom collected, maybe not. Like Socrates says, and all of this was gift with rip and pick, because then I could wriggle in time and tickle your ribs. Hoes that go with Gus, because every time August starts, I wish it's different month type stuff, because that's where the summer stops, and that's where the bus will stop for a buck to get on with a bunch of points he's talking about. That was the cloth that they caught so that they could fabric up a Fabergé egg that looked like a figment of my imagination, son. So the boats would screw and spot a neck, and they'd be used on Frankenstein to do what he do. A dance to do a little shimmy for you, a shimmy and shake, because that was the kind of shamrock shake me think, and then me legs would break because then the leg would get cold and freeze on the top of these, because them drips collect, you say these instead of one, I think. And if I'm wrong, fuck it, dog. You have to learn out the hard way, dog. Take the longest walk, or walk hard like Dewey does, and my Dewey Decimal System with bread was systematic, bitch. A seismic event every time I try to invent another type that I like, and if you thought it was tight, that's right. If you don't, that's alright. You see what I mean? It's right either way, because the right be the tides, and right be the river that rides the boat along until it goes where it wants. Of course. It only flows in one direction, the boat. That's only Pocahontas' clothes that get ripped so we can make love. Bender like Mary Poppins, dog. You know the rest of folk talk, you know for a while. So we go on with talk. Go on if you want. If it pleases you to get some more of this that you could use, because all of what I said has an R on it with circle around, cause I want me stick, I want my Scrooge McDucks, I want my lucky dime dog, I want the bitch that's fine with an accent on right, and the blonde type, because then my blonde type could have been the type that's lit, and y'all pass the list after you take part of this and indulge on this, because my shit the best. On a roll again, the snowball from hill that's more like a mountain call. But the mountain peaks I never reach and never flick, because I Flagstaff rush the dog, and then I rush in the tech with the nest involved, because I evolved this tall, because this bulb is bro, it's alien tight with the shit that spins. I'm only off a wall. With my heart will glow like E.T.'s wood I wanna call home. On my mobile that's not plugged in the wall, and then I got the strongest that's gonna fuck you up, any structure false on thermite that burns real hard. Every time the glow in the ore's all about this talk that I got gold like bowling ball. I strike the pins at the end of the row. Boom. How many gardens are secluded enough for the secret talk that I got? Because all your ages were stuck in the muck and the swamps they belong. And then the bellow would go with the belly of a whale involved, because I cut that for the love that burns most hard. A certain glow you never saw before. Color twist some of this shit. Twist in the ribbons and give them my gift, because then that could have been the guts of the pigs. One what fries next to the eggs for breakfast with what lost rough that was worth waking up type stuff to listen to this part of song. And that was a part in the broad that I'm particularly fond of, for a reason you know not. Yes. Right below the diaphragm, and the right below was even more. And now that was the right toe for the right move, and then I could get yo feeling the right way for once. Righteous though. That could have been the ripest fruit that's ever plucked, like it's just about to fall type stuff. So you glad you did, you're glad you don't. At the same time, dog, and that's like dog for the guy who wore the hat that said dogs, who said out where the walls met. And they shake hands like friends? No, they fought. How could you distinguish it? I don't know, my imagination was sick, I guess. I'd love to be arguing with you cause you just a bitch. But you thought the same about me, so the arguments meant like they shook hands. Like it wasn't what was physical all along, the meta, bro. Because when you met at that talk, you got demented and shit, and your heart was gone for a sec. Like you was one of those that flopped the wings and want people to fall in love with an arrow's kiss. Once it rips the flesh, that's what the lyrics did. That's when I did my shimmy best, and then y'all saw what was shimmering, what glistened like what just got mopped or what spins. That's what the janitor does to get his check. That's what the stitch with a kid the test, because then I kissed the top. Yes, I just kissed his head. And then we went on, because those are the O's and X's that any coach would have said as he draws on the board with some permanent pen. Boom! Get them pumped, because this is what you listen to in the locker room, though. Unlock be my talk, because y'all need it from now on. Y'all can have it, just send me all that you got. Write it in will before you was gone type stuff. Make sure I get the box that says fucking U-Haul on the side. Meant for grandma's attic perhaps, in the box of trucks and Bobby talk. Barnabas Jaws, back at some more, because then the bystanders watch. They can step aside when I call, because then I get suicidal on sentences I'll use on try out on you, dog. They need the anvil to fall, then they can go bugs themselves. Flat as a pancake was, with the syrup that's dripped until last drop was gone. The best part of waking up was the best part that sucks. That's the suffocation that sits in when you're asphyxiated and shit by the shit that I just fixed, and it's neat, isn't it? Isn't it kinda like a magic trick with the cards that come from wrist, and then y'all could carve yourself at this flesh? Then I wanna get the carver board out, but I'll use your neck instead. And then in these neck of the woods I reign supreme with all of these, and all could be hung from tree. All year long is all me think. on and on with his ornaments and on with your dishonored art. That's why the Disneys to be gone, except all of you at once. Yes, then the talk would cease. What talk, dog? The wood talk, dog. Oh, the wood talk, then. TWA.